Well, hi, everybody, and welcome into the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show. It's a chilly Monday, joined in the studio by Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. We're also on the video stream at KOXE.com. How are you, sir?
Speaking of the weather, Carl, yesterday I was playing golf, and the front nine, the wind was coming from the south, so everything I hit was into the hole, so it made the holes longer. And then all of a sudden, not knowing, when I got to the backside and the wind was going to be at my back, it just shifted, and all of a sudden cold air hit, and I'm like, what's going on? And it came from the north, so I extinguished my golf round and went to the house.
Yeah, you don't look none too happy about that.
No,
I see that look on your face.
I was getting prepared for my journey.
Hey, but you got plenty of opportunities to play golf this week. It's spring break. You deserve a little break.
I'm taking one too, which is weird to say, but I'm smiling as I'm saying it. But I'm going to play about as much golf as I can handle this week, so it's going to be good.
Taking all your clubs?
I'm going to take every one I got because I'm going to need them.
Great. Well, good luck and have fun.
I'm going to.
I think we're doing the show remotely Wednesday because you'll be on the road.
I'll be. I may just sit on the edge of the Rio Grande River and do it from there.
Man, that sounds so cool.
Lajitas, Texas is where I'll be.
Lajitas. They have a nice golf course.
It's going to be 84 degrees. Yeah, it's the #1 rated golf course in Texas.
Yeah. And you're going to play it.
And that's my gift, my birthday gift from my wife over there.
Oh, well, how about Kathleen's in the studio over here, by the way?
Yes, she is.
She had a birthday. You had a birthday.
She's twice as old as I am.
Oh, come on now. All right, now. Cut that out. We know better than that.
She's a year younger than me.
Twice as young as you are, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about. We'll do our NASCAR update in just a little bit, but kind of recap a busy Friday and Thursday and a weekend, sounds like, Coach.
Yeah, I'm going to go through this slowly so people will have an opportunity to process and maybe it won't be a blur. But in tennis, we had the Brownwood Invitational. Mixed doubles, that means one boy, one girl. Peter Lee and Victoria Ramos finished second. Girls doubles, in second place was Trinity Sessoms and my daughter Tatum Dehart. And then third place in boys singles, that's when one boy plays against another boy, that would be River Prado.
All right.
You got that, Carl?
Got it.
So I think I covered that well. Baseball team went to the Tri-City tournament. That would be Stephenville, Glen Rose, and Godley. Stumped their toes a little bit. Were successful in one game. I think they wound up being 1-4. Trying to get some things worked out. It's either one night they're hitting the ball really well, one night they're pitching really well, and one night they're playing defense, but yet have they put that together to where they're playing great defense while they're having great pitching and then producing great offense. They're sort of struggling at the plate a little bit, but that takes time. You know, pitching always is farther advanced than hitting at the first of the season, but they better get with it because on Tuesday they're going to welcome Glen Rose Tigers to Moore Southall Stadium and play their first district baseball game. That'll be a 7 o'clock start on Tuesday the 8th.
We'll have that game on KOXE, but we encourage you to come out.
Yes.
Glen Rose has struggled too. They're 1-7 in non-district.
Because, you know, like I said, there may be a lot of struggling early, but those by the time that they get rolling, hopefully by the second round, they should be in a position where they can compete and yet start meshing. You think about it, you got Jacob Hadaway and some of those kids that play basketball are coming off injury that are just now getting to play too. I mean, they don't even know who their team is and their lineup is, but that's sort of crazy. I was a baseball coach for a long time, and I knew I had a couple of months before I had to worry about district. Now we're starting so early.
I
know,
crazy. You're right.
I'm not on the board of UIL board of directors for baseball, so that's why, Carl.
Oh, I got you.
You with me now?
They only played 6 games before district.
Yeah,
that's almost unheard of.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
All right, what else, Coach?
Oh, well, we had softball at the Llano Yellow Jacket tournament. They did well, finished 4-1. Finished first in their pool, so congratulations to the Lynn sisters and Coach Mungia and the girls for their success in the Llano tournament. And then we had boys and girls soccer at home versus Graham. The girls they're scoring as many points as the football team, winning 7-0 against the Lady Blues. I guess what the heck's the Lady Blues?
It is the Lady Blues.
You know what's that? There's no lady steers. So
exactly, they're just Lady Blues.
That's right. And then the boys were successful, winning 1-0. So congratulations to the soccer program and their success. I didn't get any word from Coach Howard about the track meet at ACU, that those things last a while. So the next time I get that information, I'll share it. And in between the tournament in Llano on Thursday and Saturday, our girls did play Breckenridge and weren't successful in that game. But nice to see them get back in the win column on Saturday.
Amen.
The boys finished 8th at the Glen Rose Dinosaur Invitational Golf Tournament. That was a 2-day tournament held in Glen Rose. They finished 8th. Coach Jones said they just sort of spit and sputtered a little bit. We have kids involved in multiple activities right now, so I know that they'll continue to grow and get better when, we have some kids showing and that kind of stuff, which is very important in what we do. And we want our kids doing a lot of things, and sometimes those things overlap and conflict, and it just is what it is. But when you're talking about showing animals and FFA and all that kind of stuff, there's a lot of money to be made in that. Yeah. So we have a couple of guys still doing that, but I know by the time that Coach Jones gets to regionals and all that, he'll have that group ready to go. And also congratulations to Ashlyn Harris. That's Coach Harris's daughter. She finished 5th in her class, but 1st in our division. So she's advancing to the state powerlifting meet in Corpus Christi. I think that's going to be on March the 19th. So congratulations to Ashlyn for representing the Lady Lions in powerlifting, going to the state meet.
All right, good stuff. And I think tomorrow, you mentioned the baseball game, but we have a couple of other things, I think, tomorrow.
Tomorrow our boys are traveling to Kennedale, and they're going to compete in the regional powerlifting meet for boys. So I wish Coach Mauser and Coach Denard the best of luck in our boys in that meet. We have a good group. I read them the last time. We have a good group of guys going, so excited about those opportunities. Again, if you need something to do, tomorrow's going to be a warmer day. Go out and watch the baseball team as they take on the Glen Rose Tigers at Moore Southall Field.
We talked baseball. They won that one game at Stephenville. Gavin Brandstetter, I think, threw a 2-hitter or something.
Yeah, Gavin.
Really sharp.
Yeah, he's the most consistent one. Remember, we talked about tournament play and all that kind of stuff. By the time you play 1 or 2 games in high school baseball, you're very fortunate if you have 2 number 1s or a 1 and 2. Usually, you have a decent one if you're lucky, and then you have a bunch that sort of mix and match, and you throw them in together. But to get late in a tournament, you're really who's going to score the most amount of runs. But Gavin's been a consistent pitcher for us for the last couple of years, and then you throw in Kyle Ivy, who's got good velocity, got a good ball, but sometimes loses his placement of his pitches and is a little wild. But like I said, I think the more the experience they get, the more routine that they have, the better that team's going to be. So I think there's a lot of potential with that group. I think they'll just start melting and meshing together through the practices and all that. I mean, it just seems like their season's getting started in districts here. So
Amen.
I'm sure everybody's in that boat, though.
Yeah, Cole Miller pitched well a couple of innings the other day. He's only a sophomore, too, along with Gavin. Got some good young players. Logan Posey's only a sophomore who's off to a pretty good start at the plate.
Yeah, good baseballers. You still got Owen Huntsinger, who's probably the purest hitter that we have on the team that's not able to play right now, and Taylor Besson, who's real versatile, can play first base, he can play the outfield, that kind of stuff. So you have 2 guys that are trying to get back from ACL injuries that will really help the team, especially if you can get them back in the second round or something. It'll just give you that charge that you need to get over the hump, maybe.
All right, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Morris Southall Field. Come on out, support the Lions opening up district play. I know we're taking a break this week. Kind of give us an update on the strength conditioning off-season program, if you don't mind.
I'm really excited about where we are with that. Our kids are working extremely hard. They're more consistent, we work out every morning at 6:45, so those kids have to be there about 6:15. And we just don't have many that aren't there every morning.
Wow.
And then during the period we work, so we get our strength done in the morning, and during the period we work on speed, pure speed. We're trying to develop every kid's speed in every program, and they're working hard through that. It's a totally different workout that Coach Howard has done a lot of research on, and it's not go out and run for 45 minutes. It's let's go run 3 200s. And try to get it under a certain time, or let's go 5 100s or 150s or 80s or whatever. And we're seeing the improvement in our 40 times for our kids. I know at the track meet that we had in Brock, our kids performed extremely well against 2 real powerful track programs in China Springs and Brock, and beating them. And so our kids are working hard. There's evidence of it. The soccer team, they're getting out there and they're running and they're scoring. And, for the last 3 years, they've had trouble scoring points, and now they're scoring points in most every game. And they just look more athletic. Our basketball team, you want to buy a district championship, they're getting stronger and they're running up and down the court. So I think that athletic period, and that program is paying off for all programs. Cole Miller hit 2 home runs other night in the game. I mean, you can't, if you're not strong, you can't do that. I mean, that bat speed's important, so it's just sort of evident across the board, boys and girls, that our off-season athletic period program is working. So I'm excited about it.
Boy, me too. We're excited about a lot of things and just so much going on right now. And I know Wednesday we'll visit remotely because Thursday and Friday we have some more stuff going on to finish up spring break.
Yeah, let me just hit that real quick.
I mean,
it's pretty simple. We have baseball and softball playing in tournaments Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Our softball team will be at Graham, and our baseball team will be at Bowie. And then, of course, Thursday our boys are going to run in the Yellow Jacket relays. And that's what I got. Boys and girls soccer again on on Friday at home in Gordon Stadium against Mineral Wells.
All right.
So we have baseball, softball in tournaments. Friday we have soccer at home, 4, 5:30, and 7:30. And then Thursday we have track in Llano.
All right, we're all checking Derek Stuckley to make sure that's all correct.
And he looks like he is excited about things.
Well, we did a show last night. It was really good. We did an oldies rock and roll show for a couple of hours, and it was really good.
Well,
what do you mean this? I'm handicapped working on one music source, trying to queue up and play something, but it was pretty good. I've had a lot of good feedback on that. Good grief. Next time you get behind the board and you cue the songs and play.
It's easy to throw darts when you're not in the hot seat.
That's right. Look at that. Anyway, we enjoyed it, and Derek had some good songs, obscure songs we played last night, and worked out pretty good. All right, Coach. Wednesday we'll be joined remotely on the road. Mm-hmm. Time for our weekly NASCAR report. Your man finished pretty good. There we go. Look at there.
Hey, look at there. Looky there, there he is. That's a backup car. That car was just a composite body. It looked gray. It had nothing on it, no wrap or anything, because his primary car blew a tire and he wrecked in the practice round, so he didn't get to qualify. It took him 8 hours to prepare that car, to put an engine in it, put his seats in. All they started 32nd.
Oh,
he
man.
went from 32nd in the first stage to about 14th.
Ooh.
When he went into the pits on the first pit stall, his transmission was stuck. It wouldn't shift gears, so they had to fix that. So he went all the way to the back again, worked his way all the way back to the front, and was leading the race with 3 laps to go. We had a wreck.
Oh, man.
Whoa, there goes the wind.
Still finished 4th.
So he wound up finishing 4th. And Kyle Larson, man, he was loose all day. That Stars guy, I mean, he almost wrecked several times, but it just goes to show you what kind of driver he is. He kept it off the wall other than one time, and was right there again, a chance to win. I think of him, and like Star and I talked about it, him and Chase Elliott wouldn't have run into each other a couple of times and had a wreck or whatever. I think he'd have won, but Alex Bowman won, which is a Hendricks motor guy, and that's who Larson runs for, and he'd have smacked him and won him another one, which I would have cheered for. But I really wanted old Watermelon Man Ross Chastain to win that one with Stackhouse Racing, because there's a brand new group and 2 cars, and he ran it well the whole day, and he wound up getting 3rd, and then my guy got 4th. But it was a good race to watch.
Sounds like it was. Way to go, Alex Bowman.
Not way to go, Alex Bowman.
Do you not like Alex?
He got lucky. He was in the back.
That's what Star said.
He got lucky, and the restart. Where was Truex? Where did he finish? We don't even know. But Truex was the one who had a chance to beat Kyle Busch at the end, and then what's his name? 43 car. Can't think of his name. He used to drive for Joe Gibbs Racing, but he was so bad they had to ship him off, had a blowout and wrecked and stopped the race, and here we go.
Man, you're pretty...
Next week. Looking for next week. It's always the good thing about not winning is you always got next week.
When are they going to address the tire situation?
I don't know. There's a lot of things on that 7th generation car that they need to address. There's a time if you have a flat, your car wouldn't even move. You're out of the race. You have a flat tire, you're out of the race. There's a lot of things, but they're trying to balance the field to where the major car owners don't win all the races like it has been. They're trying to balance the field to where you really have to drive. That's where Kyle Busch showed his skills yesterday. But
Carl picked Denny Hamlin, who
is a great driver,
because he broke his shifter off.
Yeah.
Broke his shifter off.
Kyle Busch, the shifter was stuck.
They're not used to
Wow.
those new shifters. because they're not old school.
It's
They're
not an H tree. You don't. So in other words, you remember you used to go first gear, then you shift down to second, and you go up to third, and back down to fourth, and then to fifth. Now it's just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
It's just
Wow.
up, down.
And he broke it off.
You know,
Man.
last week they had issues with a mesh they put on the front of the grill, and all the Joe Gibbs cars were overheating.
Oh my!
So they're having to work out the kinks in these new cars, but they're pretty cool.
You know-
they're like NASCAR, IndyCar. They have one hub, so when they go to the pits, instead of going like they used to, they just go. I don't like that
Oh my God!
because you have a chance of a loose wheel. They don't have that anymore.
No kidding. You don't
Gotta
want
have
any
a
loose
pit crew.
wheels.
I've just got one gear. I don't have to worry about it.
That's right.
You know, for people-
We're gonna have everybody watching NASCAR.
We
before
are.
it's over with. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have NASCAR.
We're gonna have 'em
parties
watching
at the
NASCAR.
Coliseum.
and stopping at the crossing in Winters, which I've already had a lot of people. We've been talking about that.
The crossing
The
in Winters?
convenience store.
That's a good convenience
Well, I
store.
know
I'm
it is.
telling you, that's a great place to stop. Speaking of stopping at convenience stores, last week gas was $3.66 for diesel at
Oh.
Walmart, Texas, and I drove by the pump, and if I'm not mistaken, it was
$4.29.
no $4.59.
$4.59.
$4.99 at one spot. Can you believe that?
And regular gas and bangs in some cities, $3.99.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Something's got to happen.
I know. We talked about that this
We're
morning.
gonna have the silent majority needs to step up and get something right, but I don't know how people are gonna survive.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that California and all, they earned it. Their gas
Yeah.
has always been high, and they could think backwards anyway, but they earned it. But for us to be paying almost $5 a gallon for gas, I don't know
Sickening.
how people are gonna survive. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't either. It's
That's
ridiculous.
a box I could stand on and preach about a little bit, but I couldn't believe,
Preach,
and
brother.
I've watched it because I'm going on a trip now, and it's just sort of made me refigure the trip.
Yeah, I know.
$5 You go West
gotta pay-
Texas.
yeah.
If you're paying $3 for gas in Brownwood, Texas, by the time you get to Midland and to Alpine, you're paying 70 cents more.
No doubt. It's going to be over $4 where you're going.
It's already over $4, Carl. It's $4.99.
Well, that's diesel.
That's what I drive.
I'm sorry.
I have
Yes.
I'm taking the RV.
Ew. Ouch.
I know it, man. I'm starting to worry.
Oh, my
You
goodness.
know, that's a trip. I'm sort of joking, but all aside, we got people in our community that budget
Yeah.
just like we do, and I got 3 vehicles, myself, my wife, and my daughter, that have gas, that have to get to work. You start bumping stuff $1 a gallon, that's crazy.
It is crazy. Let's do something about
Yep.
it. I wish we could.
I wish we could too. It's
Hey, can you
getting
put that NASCAR picture back up there? I want to ask you something.
chocolate?
Of the race yesterday. Now, for you watching the video, if you're listening to the audio, you're not going to get this. Oh, you moved it around right there. Okay.
You want to see him?
That's
Who's
Dolly
number
Parton.
one?
Ross Chastain and and
Chastain.
Okay. Now, the number 18 car is Kyle Busch,
Mm-hmm.
but you had it covered up with the bar right there. And back it up a little bit. Back it up. Back it up. Right there. Nope, a little forward. I thought for a minute it was sponsored by Estelle Getty. Is that not right?
who's
Oh,
Estelle
those are
Getty?
Ethel's chocolate.
Ethel's Chocolates. He does all Mars
I've
products.
never heard of that. Ethel's
Ethel's.
Chocolates?
It's
Well,
a Las Vegas local. When he was a kid,
Yeah.
he used to go in there and get those chocolates.
Really?
Well, it
Like a
was
personal tie with that.
wasn't it Ethel's Chocolates? He was right beside another female. That Dolly Parton's on that car, but
Yeah, for the award show.
Okay. I'm just curious.
American
Yeah,
country music.
Music award.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I was wondering about Ethel. I knew Ethel something. Ethel's
Yeah.
Chocolates. How cool is that?
Ethel alcohol.
Huh? All right, let's move on. Coach, great show today.
It was a
Safe
great show.
travels. We'll
Thank
visit
you.
on Wednesday via the the telephone thingy that we do sometimes.
Let's do that. Let's also thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Burner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howry Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, The Real Talk with Chad Valdez podcast, Weldon Whistle Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas.
Coach, thank you. We'll visit again on Wednesday.
You bet. Stay warm today, but enjoy a little warmer rest of the week, Brownwood.
And safe travels. Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett on the Coaches Show every Monday and Wednesday at this time here on KOXE 101.3. And today video streamed at KOXE.com.